Okay, now that you have your calculator, I'm looking at page 508 in your textbook number 45, and I would encourage you to do several of these at home. We are going to work with expressions like this, and we are going to be able to use our calculator to find out what their answer is. Now, if you look next to the 3, you see this plus or minus. So I have 3 plus or minus 4 times the square root of 6 all over 3, and I'm going to have to evaluate that. Well, you're going to have to break this up into 2 separate problems. One problem using the plus, and the other problem using the minus. And depending on what kind of calculator that you have will depend on the sequence of the buttons that you need to push. Some people will have calculating devices. They can just put this whole numerator in and then divide by 3 and it works. Some people have to do the square root of 6, multiply that by 4, and then add 3 and evaluate that, and then divide it by 3. So you're going to have to figure out the button sequence that you need to use with your calculator. I've gone ahead and provided these 2 answers here, and take a minute or 2 to push those in and try to get those answers, help each other since I'm not there today. Here's 45, and like I said, the answer's in the book. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to 47, and if you need to rewind the video to go back to 45, go ahead. But here's another problem for you, 47. Again, 2 plus or minus 5 square root of 3 all over 5. You need to separate that into 2 different problems, one with plus and minus. Notice that my answer I have using the approximate sign because the directions in the book says round to the nearest hundredth. So take a minute to go ahead and practice that if you can, and then when you're finished, move on to the next slide so we can continue the lesson.